In this week on the Sports Trust Show, we recap the various projects that have supported sport development over the past few months. On the 2nd of December 2018, a group of 12 athletes from 4 schools in Cullinan, namely Chikowe Primary School, Sedibeng Primary School, Onbewag Primary School and Chipatabane High School, with their 2 coaches set off for their athletics training camp in Bloemfontein, where they trained with legendary Tannie Ants and Wade van Niekerk. After training with Tannie Ants, it was a natural progression for the athletes to interact on the track with Wade van Niekerk, who gave them first-hand experience on what it takes to be a professional athlete.
It started in 2016, just before Wade went to the Olympic Games, and I really wanted to come to Bloemfontein to learn from Tannie Ants. I mean, she's been around when I was running, and she has a well of wisdom that, she was willing to share with me.
I had 2 young boys whom I helped with the long jump. And it's just amazing how these children really picked up something so easy and so quick.
It's always special to interact with all the youth coming through now, and I guess it's also a great opportunity for them as well to see what coach can produce and provide, and hopefully they can learn this next few days or weeks while they're over here.
Soon after, I decided that I was coming to the University of Free State, which was very similar. She's very interested in your talent and the ability for you to improve and just to share her knowledge.
Up, maintain, up with the knees.
Advices that you can give, it's very basic. Just try and continue working for what you want and your dreams and your goals, and just not give up on it, and then eventually it will come together.
In preparation for the Cape Town Cycling Tour weekend of the 9th of February 2019, 144 cyclists booked into Soetwater Resort and Environmental Centre at Misty Cliffs on the Cape Town Cycling Tour route for a 2-day skills training preparation session. Several of these development cyclists continue cycling long after they had left school as members of the newly formed Sports Trust Cycling Club.
I got to see the challenges that they face, which means that I need to bring them to this area so that they can train on the hills a bit more.
I've been in the program for 2 years and I love cycling a lot because it keeps me away from bad things.
I basically learned a lot of stuff being in the cycling team, and being in the cycling team is not just playing with on the road, and it's being focused on the road.
The fun thing about cycling for me is we get to travel to places. That's the fun part about cycling. And the thing is, I would like to ride the Tour de France one day.
During the weekend, the cyclists also participated in an environmental presentation at Soetwater's Environmental Centre.
To do the beach cleaning means a lot to me. It's a good thing to clean the beaches around our community, because it's us to make our beach to be dirty.
I was also one of the learners that just used to throw papers around, but now I know I don't do that, so I'm not going to do that anymore, just to help the environment.
It was very nice also to clean the beach, first time doing it also. Yeah, and I wish I can always do it again, like for the second time, to clean the beach, clean our earth, keep it clean. Because the global warming now is now a huge thing now in our world now.
I advise all cyclists to join when there is a beach cleaning day and come. Even the people in the community, they must come and clean up the beaches. It's nice to clean the beaches.
On the 9th of March 2019, the Sports Trust Development cyclists competed in the 41st Cape Town Cycle Tour on one of the world's largest time cycling events with a distance of 109 kilometers.
Cyclists all ready to go. The elites have already started, the tandems behind me are ready to go. The Sports Trust, in partnership with Nedbank, started the program in 2005 and has seen the development program grow exponentially over the last few years.
This year marked an historic event for this development program, as 2 of the cyclists competed as professional cyclists for the first time, which is a great achievement and showing positive results for the sport of cycling.
Today's race was a little bit tougher than last year because the wind was very strong and I had to struggle up a few hills. But I actually learned how to conserve my energy more and how to control my speed and save energy more.
So I think we're at the stage now where you don't really want to hear more from me. You actually want to know who is going to go on this experience. Where's the drum roll? And after much thought, discussion, deliberation, consideration, we decided on our Leadership boys, Boya and Boyleto.
We will be taking them to a stage of Tour de France called the L'Etape. We will be riding where the legends ride. I mean, to be in up to West, going up Jalabia, and also doing a stage of Tour de France a week before the actual riders come through. What more would you like to do as a cyclist? I tell you, it is going to be a fantastic, fantastic opportunity.
Sports Trust and Disfrutas give us an opportunity, create us an opportunity to go and cycle in Europe, in Tour de France. That's a great opportunity for us, and that was my dream, that to go and ride in Tour de France. So now, Disfrutas and Sports Trust make it came true.
So they told us that we're going to France, and that was a very, very happy moment, an emotional moment at the same time. It was always been a dream to go to France, to go overseas. I want to thank Disfrutas for making my dreams come true and giving us the opportunity to go to France and get to experience the Tour de France and go to meet the riders and get the chance to ride in town.
The 4th edition of the Simonia Cup kicked off on the 17th of March 2019, and the purpose of this year's tournament was to strengthen solidarity among Africans and create an awareness platform that promotes social cohesion in South Africa. The finals are to be held on the 26th of May.
The Simonia Cup Committee is a soccer event that we try to advocate and human rights, and also try to promote the unity of Africa using the sports.
2008, it was stopped because of the spark of the xenophobia, which started in Alexander. So because of the fear of the players and all this, then we have to stop it.
Africa have to unite together to know that we're one. And when Africa people come together like this, it brings happiness, togetherness, and well understanding to each other. To know that we are one. Yeah, there's no violence, there's no fighting each other. People should come together and celebrate and be happy as one. And the most important thing here to come to watch this soccer is that it take out people from doing bad things there in the street.
And once we're together, obviously we learn something from each other. We start maybe getting some contact with some people that we didn't know in the past. And also obviously build love.
The community of Everton received a state-of-the-art world-class multi-purpose sport court. As a small township in the north of Sebokeng, the Gauteng Department of Sport supported their community as part of their initiative to implement integrated and sustainable sports facilities to develop and nurture sport in schools and communities.
Besijimele Everton Primary School. Uthi besijima nje singajabuleli because ivolleyball into yam indoors. So besijima kabuhlungu. Besiwa nokuwa slimala. Ngizoba excited ukuthi icourt izovula course izosiza.
And one of those ditukelo tsa lona is that you must have access to sports facilities. Akere ke ka ho re tile ka jeno as part ya lenaneo la rona to hand over this sport facility ko lona so that then le kgone ho tswela pele le bapala re producer best sportsmen and best sportswomen.
I think the court will benefit the community if we do take care of it and we started to monitor the situation. Therefore, the community will be able to benefit from that court. They'll take the kids away from the street and make them to become the sportsmen.
The Social Cohesion Games came back with a bang this year. These games are as a result of a collaboration between the Gauteng government, the Hellenic, Italian and Portuguese Alliance. The games are aimed at promoting social cohesion, nation building and mobilizing citizens and communities against racism and xenophobia in Gauteng.
I'm convinced that through these games we're really going to pioneer a powerful movement across the Republic and get other provinces to learn. How do we prevent xenophobic violence? Because we can't wait when there's an incident and then we come. Only when there's an incident, people have been attacked there, we have to be proactive.
It's a very, very special evening. This evening is not about government, it's about the contributions of outstanding men and women of our country.
I'd like to thank the Premier for recognizing my father for the contribution that he has done for South African football. And I know that I go around the country, collecting these accolades for him. But this one is very special, especially coming from the Premier. It means a lot to myself and the family at large, Muloi's family.
Lots of excitement. There are many young people who have come out to come and watch the games here. So if you are not in Westbury today, you are missing out. I want to say to the people of Westbury, look after these facilities. We have a problem of facilities being vandalized. These are your facilities. Take care of them. Come out here to support your children, especially during the weekend when the kids come out. You now know where to find your child. They can't be lost in some lollipop somewhere where they get drawn into drugs. This is the place for the young people.
We bring in a huge diaspora of different types of people, bringing them together to become socially cohesive. The Premier has put together this thing to ensure that we say no to drugs, we say no to wars, gang wars, we say no to xenophobia, we say no to racism.
No, xenophobia, we don't have that kind of, we never had that kind of xenophobia approach against any foreign nationals. There's no ways that Westbury and this community has ever in one day risen up against any foreign national. We accept and we appreciate our brothers and sisters of Africa.
As the Sports Trust, our focus remains to enhance education through sport, which is key to supporting our future leaders in South Africa and making them a part of our sporting nation. We thank our partners, donors and trustees for their continued support. Some key dates to look out for in the 2019 Western Province Cycling Summer League. On the 8th of June, the Doorns Road Race. On the 8th of September, Beacon High School Crit Race. And on the 6th of October, the Piketberg Road Cycle Race. Enter and book online at www.wpcycling.com. Join us at this year's Corporate Quiz Challenge themed World Cup edition at Rivonia Barnyard and dress up as your favorite sports team and test your sports trivia knowledge whilst raising funds for sport development with great prizes to be won. For further information, contact our office on 011 802 1818 or email us at marketing@sportstrust.co.za